Shelby with Evolve Chiropractic here in Woodstock. I'm going to cover how to be using a foam roller in the low back. If you've ever had any kind of low back tightness, any pain or discomfort when you're waking up in the morning, or if you're noticing that certain movements, especially if you're trying to work out, are very uncomfortable, especially in the low back, this is going to be really great to start getting that low back warmed up and ready to go. So there are a couple different muscles in our low back, one specifically called the QL muscle. It goes all the way from the top of your hip bone here to the bottom of your rib cage, and it goes all the way along your spine and kind of out towards your oblique muscles. So this is the primary muscle we're going to be targeting here. So when I'm using a foam roller into my low back, especially a long one like this, I like something that has a little bit of firmness. As you can see, I'm sitting on it pretty well. It's not moving too much for me. It's kind of like a styrofoam material here. You can also use a foam roller that has like the little knobs on it. I don't like those, but it's personal preference. So if you like those, you like getting in there a little bit better with those, that's completely up to you to use them. So when I'm using a foam roller like this, it's got a little length to it here. I can show you that it's going to go pretty well across my back. What I do not want to be doing is I do not want to be rolling over my bone or my spine there. So when I go onto my back, what I start with is I go straight onto my back. So I can firmly feel this foam roller on my spine. So when I'm looking to target that QL muscle or that low back, I'm going to shift off to one side or the other slightly. So I'm starting right on my spine, I'm shifting directly off of my spine, and I can feel that pressure that was on my spine being relieved. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of lift my hips just slightly, and I'm going to be able to roll my low back all the way from that top hip bone all the way to the bottom of the rib cage there. So you can roll a little bit on the rib cage, you just don't want to keep rolling onto it because then you're starting to hit a lot of that bony part there, and that just becomes very uncomfortable. So then we're just going to sit and we're going to roll that low back. And you can roll this anywhere from a minute to about 2 minutes. And then what I can do from there is I can sit my hips down, shift onto the other side, and then roll onto that other side. Go ahead and try it out for yourself.